So welcome to my channel, guys. So today I'm sitting at BCU campus with student vice presidents of BCU. So today I will be discussing important question related to international students. So let's start the interview, and the interview will begin with the introduction of two vice presidents. So I want Jay and Simranveer to introduce themselves.
Thank you, Jeet. Hello, everyone. My name is Jay. I'm the Vice President of Students Union. I'm the Vice President Student Voice.
Sat Shri Akal. Hello. I'm Simranveer Kaur. I'm Vice President Academic Experience.
So my first question to both of you guys, like how long you been with BCU?
I started as an international student from India. I'm from Gujarat, and I started in 2018. I did foundation in mechanical engineering and then bachelor's in mechanical engineering.
I started in same year as well in 2018. मैं उतना पंजाब तो हूँ, but I did my bachelor's in criminology and started masters in 2021. Masters in international business and management.
So like as you have spent like so many years, I think around 5 years with BCU. So how was your experience with BCU over here?
My experience with BCU was great. I learned a lot of things in this 5 years. Like I mentioned, when I came in 2018, I was just 17-year-old, and being a foundation year student, just finishing the +2, like 12 standard in India, it was very difficult for me to cope up. But with time, with making friends, and slowly, like I got to know a lot about this country and this culture, and I'm very happy that I came here. Like it's been a great journey. I've learned a lot in past 5 years.
And is it same with you, Simranveer?
Yeah, so with me, my experience has been a change in my life because being an Asian woman, I have always been like underconfident. But since joining BCU, I started my job in 2019 with the international office, and I worked with them for 3 years, which helped me a lot to like gain those skills and build that confidence within me. Plus, I was engaged with different activities as well with societies, which helped me to make those connections for lifelong.
So basically, if we take in account of a general student coming from India or any South Asian or any part of the world to the BCU, so what are advantages for him or her to study in BCU, and what are the cons if you feel like if there are?
I'm not going to talk about any cons or advantages, but I can say like the learning experience is great, especially if you come here for an undergraduate or postgraduate degree. Depends on what you are here to study. We have a lot of international students here, so you can meet a lot of students from different countries. We also have so many home students. Like you can explore the culture of BCU. You can like hang out with them. You can make friends with them, and we have like 5 campuses on BCU. So you can, whatever course you come here to study, you will have your own like designated campus, and which would be like specialized in it. So which is very helpful, and like I mentioned, like we have so many students at BCU, you get to meet a lot of people, and you get to exchange your ideas and views as well. You get to exchange your a lot of your knowledge with each other, and it's a good experience to learn as well while doing your undergrad or postgrad.
That's great. So Simranveer, the next question I want to ask you, like as Jay have told about like the benefits of studying at BCU, and is like the city plays a major role where the university is like, of course the BCU is in a very major city of UK, which is Birmingham. So does city plays a very major role in international students, whether we take in account in accommodation or in part-time jobs? So what do you think about that?
I think for me it does a lot because I'm a kind of person which is religious as well. So I want a place which have like my holy place near to the university, and jobs opportunities plus diversity because this is the reason why we came out of from our country to different country, to have that exposure, to meet different people, to learn about different religion, to learn about them, and how we can like improvise ourselves to have better self of us. So I think according to me it plays a important role because being Birmingham, you mean like bold, diverse, and Birmingham was host of Commonwealth Games as well.
Yeah.
And plus the people are very lovely. You will not find anywhere in any city, but yeah, it does play an important role.
And of course, I want to add on, so like very good transport system of Birmingham and West Midlands, and the connectivity is like with the whole UK. So that's the benefit you get. It easy to travel to university, easy to travel to your workplace, and which I've also mentioned in my earlier video. So that the good thing, because as an international student coming to UK, spending so many money on the transportation is not a legible thing. Do you agree with me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my opinion, which I want to put it in. So Chad, do you see now like an increase in international students over past years?
Yes, we have. When me and Simran when we came in 2018, if we see as an international student, I studied in BCUIC, which where I did my foundation course first, and it was an international college. If I talk about students from India at the beginning, I barely knew like five people who were from India in that college, and it was only for international college, and there were many other students from international. Like background from different countries, but if we compare the same to today, and if we see the international number of international students in BCU, it has increased a lot. Like I mentioned earlier as well, you get to exchange a lot of your ideas with the culture and all. But yeah, it is a big change. Like from when we started, and in this 5 years, we have seen a lot of students who are international.
Any opinions you want to put in on that?
Yeah, since I mentioned like I was working with the international office, I have seen like the growth in applications and numbers as well, who are like eager to come to UK, plus especially like BCU, although we know that we have 5 different universities, but how much they are excited to come to BCU, especially because of how it is easily, they can have their tuition fees in their budget as well, plus near to city center, the diversity of the university, and how the university looks after the facilities and the needs of of the students as well. And I think right now we have like around 12 to 30% of international students in our university, and you could see like from an example that from 5 officers, we 4 are international students, and 3 of them are from India and 1 is from Nigeria. So that does tell us like how much the number has been increased since 2018, because I think in 2018 it was just a starting of international students to come to UK, but after that we have seen the growth. Like if you see out in building, you will see every 5th or 6th person is international student. You will see roaming around in the university. There are so many courses as well that are hugely based with international students, and yeah, that's pretty much about like the growth of international students in university.
Yeah, that's great. Like we are getting more diverse day by day in the university. That's a good thing. So as Simran has mentioned about the courses, so I want to ask you, what are the different types of courses and how many courses? I think it's a lot, and we can't put all of them. But I want to get the general view, like how many courses and what type of courses does BCU offer?
Yeah, so BCU offers courses in every way. Like we have 5 campuses, which I mentioned earlier. We have School of Jewelry, which is specially based for like jewelry studies. We have School of Art, which is specially based for art studies, like Bachelors of Art, Masters of Art, and other courses. We also have Millennium Point, where it is mostly focused on computer engineering and built environment. So either you are doing Masters in Project Management, or either you are doing engineering in any of the engineering. We have automotive engineering, mechanical engineering. We also have computing courses like computer science and data analytics, and many more. We also have business law and social sciences school, which is the Curzon building, which we are in here right now. Curzon building has all the business courses. For an example, what Simran will mention about special international courses for business. One of the greatest course right now is Masters in Business Administration for international is an international business administration. There are also other courses which are like social sciences, like psychology and many other. We also have life sciences. We have special building South Campus. Like they have nursing courses and sports courses and life sciences courses as well. So we have specific buildings for specific courses, and it is quite good because according to the atmosphere which you study.
And moving towards the other thing, international student coming from a different country, and the main focus is, will I get accommodation on time, and how will I get the part-time jobs, and will I be able to manage the expenses over there? So what are your views on that one, if you want to answer that?
Yeah, so being a bachelor student, plus we have spent like 5 years in this country, we did struggle with jobs as well, because it's completely fine when you come out of your comfort zone. You don't have that experience, especially bachelor students, because you already have done that A levels in your country. And this is a life lesson where you come out of your comfort zone, you speak to people, you build that network, and you make those CVs as well. So it really depends how you make your CV as well, because I remember some of the students, they do mistakes over where they have job, they want to apply for McDonald's, but they put their CV as a hospitality, where you have to link customer service, because as we know, when we go to McDonald's, the most important thing is having a good customer service. So it really depends how you link your skills as well in your CV. And in terms of accommodation, I would really recommend like start searching your accommodation before coming to UK, because that's really important. And plus see your budget, how much you want to spend, and then try to find the accommodation accordingly. Are you okay with sharing? Are you not okay with sharing? Based on that preferences, then search your accommodation and see which location you want. Do you want more of the location which is more of the crowded, or which is more of the quiet? So on that, this will help you to find a perfect accommodation for yourself. Do you want near to the university? Do you want far? So it really depends. And plus in terms of job as well, we recommend to search on Indeed. There are so many different platforms. Take help from university. In your universities you will have services as well who can guide you, like how you can write your CV, how you can write your cover letter. And sometimes there are jobs on that are available on campus as well. For example, becoming a student ambassador, or they might need you for like part-time works as well, or anything that is for student lived experience. So always like just go for jobs that are available within the university, because you're going to work with professional, build those skills, because that will help you a lot in future.
Anything you want to add on, Jay?
Yeah, I would like to add more on the accommodations. Like, if you are here, we have university accommodations where if you come here as a first year student or a master student, if you have university accommodations you can get into. Even we have PhD courses. So if you are enrolled, if you got a cast letter or if you got an offer letter from BCU accommodations, there's a guarantee that you will get an accommodation if you apply for a private accommodation or university accommodation, which are on our website. Other than that, there are other accommodations outside of campuses as well. Depends on the distances. So like what Simran Veer mentioned, please do book your accommodations well in advance, because with time, like for example, if you are coming in September intake and if you don't have that much time, then it would be difficult to find an accommodation. But the first point of contact depends on the budget as well. There are many accommodations which you can go through university websites, and you can have a look at that as well, so which might help you to find one according to your budget.
So I also want to add on, like, and I have mentioned about the job. So I think, as Simranveer has mentioned about, like, they support you to make your CV, and they also like offer jobs on campus. So I will ask all the international students coming in future to do visit their universities, ask about the facilities, and ask about the jobs. And I think that will be very beneficial for you all, and you will get the job as soon as possible. And also, like, CV will also help to get your job, because like they help you to make a strong CV, and which is a very important thing in UK to get a job. So moving further, I also want to ask that what do you think are the main problems, or like main problems that international students face in the initial period when they come to UK?
As an international student, the first thing, I'm not here to scare you. So the first thing before coming here, it might be like, because we come from our home background, and we are used to the comfort zone. We have to get out of the comfort zone, and we might feel a bit homesick. But don't feel homesick when you come here. We have lots of facilities for you when you come here, especially in your first months and second month, where a lot of activities happen with the help of students union or university, where you can meet a lot of people and you can make friends, and you might meet someone from your own state or own city. We don't know that, so it would be very good. And some of the problems, like if you feel homesick, we have support as well for that. Other than that, many students as an international, because we have to bear our expenses, we would look for a part-time job. But as we already discussed earlier, like, don't, if you feel like struggling, I would recommend that to have enough funds for the first 3 months of arrival in UK, so that in first 3 months you are used to the culture, you are used to the weather, you are used to the country, and also explore well. Like for example, if you are in Birmingham and you have seen Birmingham well, so you would know how to find a part-time job for yourself. If you are not looking for a part-time job, that's also fine. But other than that, like the rest all, like if you are struggling with your academics or something in your at the beginning, and you feel like, oh, this is something which I've never done back home, it might be easy. Don't worry about that. University facilities are there to help you with that as well. So these are some of the small struggles which like a student faces, especially when they come to this country. So but don't worry about that. We have a lot of support for you. So we should always feel like, oh, we are in a new country and we are here to explore, we are here to learn. So rather than thinking it in the negative way, we should always think it positively, that, oh wow, this is good, I really liked it.
Anything you want to add on?
I think I would say like students do struggle to like cook food because sometimes you are not used to cook food because you have mother and father at your home, you have sisters. So I would recommend you, if you don't know how to cook, please do learn cooking, because after coming here you will not have time to learn cooking and then go to university, work, and your private study time, everything. So you have to start balancing that things as well. Plus, it's mainly about adapting to the weather and to the culture here. It takes time. It's normal. It took us time as well, like 3 to 4 months easily. I found my job after 5 months. So don't worry, like when you come here that you are struggling to find a job or anything. It's normal. Might be no, not everyone will tell you the reality, but being an international student, because you do face language barrier, you do face cultural barrier as well. So it's okay to have that kind of strictness as well, and plus barriers, but still try to push yourself and work hard, and you will get through it.
And as Indians, we love food, so like I'm lucky because I'm living with my family over here, so I don't struggle with these things. But of course, I have my friends who struggle in cooking and they miss Indian food. So I think that's very important thing Simranveer has mentioned, because I love food and all Indians love food. So that's an important point. And also she added about the fund, and Jay added about the funds. You should have the funds for 3 months, because of course you come to UK and you are like, of course it will take around 1 month to get the job at minimum, and it can take more, and depending, as international students are coming more to UK, so there is like a vast competition in getting the job. So of course that's a good thing, you have funds for 3 months to support yourself. Moving further, a very hot topic, which is PSW. So have you seen students getting PSW from BCU?
Yes, I have, yeah. A lot of students have got PSW from BCU. If you graduate from BCU, according to the current rules, I'm not sure about future rules, but according to the current rules, if you graduate from BCU will help you for PSW. It as a graduation, it is sure that you will get a PSW according to the UK government rules. Yeah, and a lot of my friends have got PSW.
And do you believe like it is easier to settle in UK nowadays as it was before the PSW?
It totally depends on person to person, what they expect and how they want to see their career as. uh, PSW is a very good thing. It opens a lot of opportunities for you, especially because after graduation you get a full time work permit officially, and you can work full time. You can even, like, if you want, you can like do a startup or something. You can get university help for that as well. So PSW is a very good opportunity for students, and we should not miss it. And if like personally, I've not applied for PSW yet, but I've seen from my friends, like if you look for a nice job, or if you look for something which is according to what you like, whether it be same way what degree you studied in, or it is something different from them, but if you are good in that, and if company likes you, they would be like happily want you to stay with them, because you are a valuable employee for them. That's
Anything
what
you
I
want to
feel.
put on, Simranveer?
Yeah, I think it has changed a lot because before that, when we came, there was no stay back for international students. You only have like 3 months to search for a job, which sometimes was horrific as well because, for example, you just finished your studies in September and you got your degree. You don't know what you're gonna get. Is he
Yeah.
either pass or is he either fail? So depending on that, if you are passed, then you can start looking for jobs within 3 months. You need time to build your CV, to search for jobs, to get shortlisted, to go on to the interview stage. But now this is advantage of having PSW because you have 2 years stay back, and it can take like 3 to 4 months easily to find a good job. And after 2 years, you can make your mind: do you want to do further studies, or do you want to find like a job that does sponsor you? But I think it has become more easy now. Companies are having their license to sponsor, and but it really depends on your talent as well. And so I think it does have had a huge advantage for students who have just recently came.
And
Yeah.
also, like, if you have spent so much money on the studies, you can get that back in upcoming 2 years, like working, and if you want to go back to your country, so that's a good thing. And also, UK have become a very important and hot topic for rising inflation and rising living prices. And parents of students coming to UK for the studies are very worried about that. So, what are your views on that? Because I think, yes, I agree with the point that the university fees has increased, but I keep on increasing for the international students for every year, I think. But the thing is, will the student will be still able to manage their expenses when they come to UK?
Like to go first?
Yeah, so I can like kind of say from legal side, because when you come to UK, you do show your bank statements, which clearly says that you are able to provide, you are able to support yourself during the 9 months and for your tuition fees. So I think that's why Home Office does give the visa as well, and that's why university does give a CAS letter to student as well, because they are able to support themselves when they come to UK. And depending on like if they can support after coming to UK, I think it's quite crucial. It really depends, because if you are bachelor students, you can work full time during your holidays, and you can do some saving as well. But again, it depends like how much you are spending on your other expenses as well, and how much you are saving. And it really depends like how much the tuition fees is rising, how much inflation is rising, on what rate you are working. So it really depends on different circumstances. But I think you can still manage your living cost, because if you're working 20 hours, you can easily support yourself for living expenses.
Yeah, I think mostly everything is covered by Simran, so I don't have anything else to add to this. It's just like before spending, like I mentioned earlier, about like 3 months to settle in this country. You will know how things work. You will know what is the best place to go to buy groceries. You will know if you are going for a night out, or you will know if you are going to like a restaurant to eat or something. What food do you like and how much do they cost? So with time you will also be able to know the expenses, and with that you can create your own budget for the month. Like, I have to spend this much money, including my rent and including my food and including my travel expenses. So if you go through a budget, and if you what like if you go through a budget, and especially like according to the fundings which you've shown to the government, you feel like, oh, this might be sufficient for me to survive while I'm doing undergrad, because international student you would be working just part-time, so that is just to bear your expenses as well. So just go according to your budget and you'll be fine. Like, inflation is there, but it's not like prices go up every day. So if the prices, some of them right now, it might stay for the same like for next few months as well, so it wouldn't affect your budget every day. Or it's not like landlords increase your rent as well every month. So once you have signed a contract, then they cannot increase the rents till the next year, or like the contracted signed contract you have done. So it shouldn't be a problem. It's just the way we spend the money.
And that's a very good point. Always read your contract when you are signing anything in the UK, because documents are very important over here, and if you signed it, that will be like used as a proof of you, like you have signed it and you have to agree with that. So always do read, because I have seen many people getting in trouble without like they sign the contract without reading it. So do read that and then sign it, and like properly proofread it, and that's what I want to say. And
Yeah.
you want-
Adding to that, especially like for a contract signing, like Jeet mentioned about reading them carefully. Also, make sure like if you need any help, you can consult your university. If you feel like, oh, this is an accommodation I got into, but I feel like it might be a scam, or just to be sure, always consult someone before paying money if they ask for a big amount. Because that's why we like ask you to go through trusted websites, so that students are safe and sound when they come here. They know that where they are staying and all.
yeah, that's good. So I'm sitting with two vice presidents of BCU, and both of your members are of student union. So what is the main role that student union plays in daily lives of students?
Yeah, so Student Union helps students in their representation in extracurricular activities as well. So we have over 100 societies where students can be a part of those societies. Especially, I think it's really important for international students or students within UK as well who commute from different cities to different city as they're living apart from their families. So you do feel homesickness, but societies are there to have that friend, to have that connection, and Indian society, and we have like Sikh society, Punjabi society, we have Gujarati society. There are so many society that are from India. We have Pakistan society, we have Desi society. There are so many society. Plus, there is a newly started society which is Nigerian society. So you can start your own societies as well to spread the awareness about your culture and everything. And societies do celebrate the events as well. For example. Recently, Indian society, they did Holi, had Diwali, had Langar on campus as well by Sikh society. So you can take part in those things as well to have that connection, and so that you don't feel homesickness in UK. And plus, we represent your voices, no matter if you're home, no matter if you're international student, no matter if you're commuter student, disabled student. We represent everyone's voice. And how it works is like we have course reps, school reps. So if you face any issues, you can speak to the course reps, or you can become a course rep as well. You can become a school rep as well. Jay was a school rep himself. I was a course rep, and you can become a vice president or president as well, as we are, and it's a paid job as well. So it helps you. It ultimately helps you to support you financially as well. Plus, you build those connection with the universities, and it help you with the experience, with the lived experience that you will get from university upon your graduation. Anything you want?
Yeah, thank you, Simran. Mostly it's covered by Simran. Sorry. Also, I wanted to add that we have our BCU Advice Center. So, like I mentioned, that contact the university before signing any contracts, or contact the university if you need any help regarding like before coming to BCU as well. Like even if you are in your home, we have our BCU Advice Center. We can link the link in the description. So, what BCU Advice team does is like if you are coming to BCU, you can contact our advice team. If you feel like, oh, this is the landlord which has given me this contract, and you want to verify it through, you can contact our BCU advice team, which can help you with funding issues. We can also help you with housing issues. We can also help you with academic issues after coming here. So, which is some of the very good facilities BCU has, and we always try to like spread it to as many students as possible so that they get the benefit out of it. And it is a free like legal advice, so you don't have to worry about it. Even if you are not have not arrived in the country, or even if you have not enrolled yourself in BCU yet, but if you feel like 1 month before coming here, and you have got your caste letter, and you are just waiting for your visas, and you want to get more advice regarding BCU, regarding Birmingham, regarding housing, please do contact us. And it's just filling out a form. It takes 1 minute, and one of our advice team will get back to you either via email or phone call or anything. So yeah, that's one of the very good facilities of BCSU as well, which can help you for the students from the students union.
So do not hesitate to visit them when you are part of BCU to get any help. So that's all I want to ask you in this interview. So it was nice meeting you all and getting your opinions on important topics for the international students and as well as home students. So can you look at that camera and ask the people watching this video to subscribe my channel and do share the videos? Yeah.
Subscribe to G3R Vlogs.
But do subscribe.
Yeah, but that's the thing, because this was a very spontaneous video, which was like I was making this with the jab, but Simranveer came in, so I asked her to, can you join in? So she being good, yeah, like she said, okay, I'm jumping in, so that's good.
I was supposed to give interview in Punjabi, but then
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. So that's all from my side. So guys, thank you for watching the video, and do subscribe my channel and do share videos. And if you need any help, do comment down under the video, and I will be able to answer that. And we'll meet you in the next video. Thank you very much.
Make sure to like the video as well.
Yes.
Good luck to everyone who is applying.
Bye.